Hey guys, hello, hello. How are you? Patty, you're first. Alicia, hello. All of your viewers are now in the route of the hurricanes. Oh, I know. I haven't followed them specifically, so I know things are active out there, but I have not been looking that closely, I guess you could say. So, anyway, it's been a busy day. Busy day. How is everyone? Kiri, hello. You need more storms like Harold. I know. I know what you see out in California, in Southern California. Oh my goodness. I was talking to a friend of mine who lives um, near Palm Springs area. It's Palm Desert and Indio area. And I mean, they get like 1 to 3 inches of rain a year, maybe 1 inch is about average. They got where she was, they got about 3.5, 4 inches in like a couple hours, I guess, something like that. And but not too far away, they got 11 inches in a short period of time. And it was like, holy camole. I mean, it's like, whoa, that is insane. And this is desert area where it's not, they don't have the vegetation to help with runoff, of the water and stuff. There's nothing to help keep the soil intact. Um, it just turns all into mud and just slides everywhere. And oh my goodness, I've seen some pictures of um, cars and buses and trucks and everything caught in these mudslides. And it's wow. You just never expect a hurricane to be hitting LA and Southern California, right? Oh my goodness. It's craziness, crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, Bex. I always love your little pink hand. That is so cute. You've been getting some rain. Oh, that's so good. Cold front on the way. Oh, what a relief for you, Kiri. What a relief for you. Right now, it's actually pretty decent out. I think we have maybe 80 or something, and it's dry. So we don't have a humid day. Let me see real quick here. 81, and we have a north wind at 14, which is pretty decent. That makes it really nice. Oh yeah, humidity is 43%. It's really low. I know those of you in California, it's like 43. It's like that's saturated. It's like no, that's low. That's a dry day. So yeah, we've got. But by the weekend, we're supposed to be in the 90s over Labor Day weekend, which I'm not looking forward to at all. So, I'm doing well, Alicia. Thanks. It's been crazy. Mother Earth Garden Club, hello. Good evening to you. Yes, Sandy, hi. Thank you for saying that because I was like, I'm terrible at remembering. It takes me a while. So, Joy, hello. I know 82 and low humidity. Good for you too. There was a huge washout flooding one area. It's just, that is so crazy. Hey, Caitlin, how are you doing? You get 6 inches one Sunday in the southern part of your county, got a foot. It's really coming. Yeah. Like oh, I bet. They're like, oh, rain is so good. Misty rain, overcast. Oh. Normally 250 millimeters this summer, right now over 800. And we are so dry. The last rain we got was that really hard storm that I had told you about. That we got like 3.5 inches of rain in like 20 minutes. and it was craziness, tornadoes all over, and just straight line winds and trees down and different things. And that's been 3 or 4 weeks now at least, and we have been hot and dry since then. And things are starting to get crispy out there. So we definitely need some rain here. Definitely need some, but there's nothing in the forecast for the next 10 days for sure. So could use a little bit of that. Yes, Sandy, right? A week of steady rain. Just just steady. Not misty, not pouring, just a steady rain. Exactly. Um, Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. Thanks, Alicia. That would be wonderful. Um, so, oh my goodness, things have been so crazy. Things that I've been wanting to get done for a long time, but have actually talked to contractors and different things to try to get some repairs done, and some things happening here at home that just upgrades, need things that needed to be done. And been working on it like since November. I mean, it was like I put an order in November for something I want to show you, but and then in April, I talked to a couple of contractors and signed contracts, and it's like it's like all of a sudden they're all merging in one week right now, and it's like, and it's just a company over Labor Day weekend, so I'm trying to get everything ready for that too, and it's just like it's insane, it's crazy, 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 craziness. So the campfire over in Central Oregon needs a good soaking. Oh my goodness. Are you still having smoke out there? Everything's wilted. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I know. I just it was supposed to be in the 90s this weekend, and it may even get close. Oh yeah, last week. After I talked to you guys, like Tuesday, Wednesday, we had heat index at 110. So if you think in Minnesota, if you think, okay, in the summer we have a heat index of 110, maybe even 112 or something like that, but 110. And then we can get wind chills to minus 70 and 75 Fahrenheit. So you're looking at 180-degree difference, and you're going, okay, well, that's, it's like it's even hard to comprehend. If you were in one room at minus 75, and then you stepped into another room that was 110 plus, and it's like you go from a popsicle to a little bun in the oven, it's different things, and it's like it's so drastic. And every 6 months, just we do that shift, and it's like, so I don't do well with the 110 stuff, and just it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Um, and almost 2 months of almost, oh yeah, those temperatures, anytime it's um, over 98.6 over my body temperature, and it's higher than that, I just can't deal with that. It's just too hard. It really is very, very difficult. Um, it is very, very hard on living things, Joy. Very hard. And, it's like your body can't cool down. It's like the animals, they just suffer so much. And then all our plants. It's so hot where the blossoms are dying off, so you can't get any fruit coming on your plants or anything like that. So, yeah. Uh, I must miss something here. whatever Kiri you're talking about. So there's been no relief and their grid is again failing. Yeah. And it's like, let's take the 100,000 EVs that are out there and like put that energy back into the grid so people don't die, you know? And it's like, sorry, I got an eyelash going on here. Yeah, it's been crazy, but today was actually pretty beautiful. And I have been getting beans like crazy out of the garden, so I've canned a couple more times for beans. Um, and they're still coming, they're still blossoming. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to need to grow beans for like another 2-3 years. I will have plenty of beans here. And I did something that I preserved something that I've never done before. Canned. Whoops. Sorry, sliding off of my desk here. When I harvested my onions, and I know any of you gardeners who've grown onions, this happens to you too, that there are onions that are nice size that you can, use as keepers and store, put in the fridge, wherever you store them and everything. So they're nice size bulbs. But then there's some others that just don't do very well. They don't make it. They're just like puny. And so I have been drying out my onions and everything, and I had to gather them all up, and the bigger ones I put all in the refrigerator and everything. And I had all of these little onions, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with these? I don't want to throw them away. It's like, I wonder if I could can them in some way. So anyway, you can. And so what I did is I made pickled onions, and they're very much like the little pearl onions that you can buy for like cocktails and stuff like that. Even though I don't drink, there are other uses for them. They can go, they're almost like a condiment, like a pickle or an olive or different things like that. Hey, Dave. And so I was just wondering if any of you have pickled those. So, Patty, there you go. You saw my onions? Yes, I put them on Instagram. So anyway, here is, and these are 8-ounce jars. So here's the white ones, little onions here, and then here's my pink ones, my red onions. They turned all pink. So aren't they fun? So they look big on the screen here, but they really aren't. So any that were a little bit bigger than what would be kind of a pearl onion, I cut in half, sometimes even quartered or something. But yeah, so these are all pickled. There's a different recipe for each one. The pickled onions, and you can see the little things floating in there. They're mustard seeds. So this one I have vinegar. It's white wine vinegar. So white wine vinegar, mustard seed, dill. What else is in here? Red pepper flakes. I'm trying to remember what else. I think that was it. And then in these, I have mustard seed, a little bit of dill, some white wine vinegar, and some sugar and water. So this one's gonna be a little sweeter. And I only get one jar. That's it. This one's precious. And there was something else. So celery seed. Well, maybe that was it. Celery seed added to this one. So anyway, I'll let them go for at least a couple weeks. Let them really pickle in there and stuff like that. But they were the longest thing that took the longest were peeling them. And it was really kind of interesting. So take all the little ones, and with the peels on and everything, and throw them into some boiling water for like 5 minutes or so, and then you scoop them out, put them in really cold water, let them cool down, and then when you take them, you can cut off the the root end of them, and then just kind of like squeeze them, and this beautiful little pearl onion just pops right out of there. And it's like so cool. And they weren't hot at all. They, because they had been boiled already and were soaking in water and everything, there was like no strong onion aroma, or whatever you want to call it, this stuff. So, but anyway, it was actually pretty fun. So I got 6 jars, 6 half-pint jars, and so yeah, the peeling took the longest, but then making the brine. So I made 2 different brines, so that took a little bit more time. But and then you just fill the jars up, pour the brine over, and then process it for 10 minutes. I had to do it 15 because of my altitude. But I just steam canned it, and voila, there we got pickled onions. So I'm getting my gourmet line going. It's a gourmet food for those times, it's like, oh, so I got to get caught up on these. So, Kiri, you fermented onions before they're good. Okay. I know, it was like, I have all these little ones and I don't want to just waste them and everything. And they obviously weren't going to last another year, because these were all volunteer onions anyway from last year. So these were all like freebies. But true pearl onions are what they call spring onions. And so when you start onions from seed and everything, and then you put them out in your garden, and they've grown to a degree where the bulbs are probably maybe 3/4 of an inch in diameter, somewhere around that. And so if you want to grow some to can specifically to make pearl onions and pickled pearled onions, that's what the true pearl onions are, the spring onions. And they call them that because then you pull them, you don't let them get nice and big and everything. You harvest them when they're at, like I said, about the 3/4 inch size, the bulbs are. And then you put them through and make your little gourmet condiments. So anyway, I thought it was pretty fun. So used to make a side dish of pearl onions. Can't remember the recipe. Oh, thank you, Joy. Thank you. I know. You have heaps of onions and garlic to process in the shed. Oh my goodness. Oh, Dave, how is Monique doing? I hope she's healing. Sorry to interrupt. We have an alert for missing. Oh no. Okay, thank you, Alicia. We will be praying for Alex. So this sulfury bite is banished with the canning process, like cooking does. Yeah, it's and with the white wine vinegar, as opposed to just white vinegar or apple cider vinegar, it's going to give it a different flavor too, along with a little bit of the sugar in here, with the red, for the red onions. But the color is so pretty though. A friend of mine thought that these were tomatoes, and I was like, no, these are red onions. So I was like to try this here. Oh, you're welcome, Dave. So I hope that works well for you. Yeah, it's not the Northstar Prepping Gourmet. Oh, that's so good. Do you guys remember? It would be like Patty and Dave and I. It's like the Galloping Gourmet. That was the first time we ever heard about any chef that was a gourmet chef or something. We thought it was like so. So dorky, really. Oh my goodness. Hey, Nightcrawler. You harden all your onions and put small ones in with your canned venison. Ooh, now there you go. I, Sandy, at the end of harvest, you pickle everything. You pickle it all. Wow, that is great. Great idea. That makes it so easy, though. I mean, pickling really is very, very easy. Um, fermenting is good, but you can't just can it. That you have to put in the refrigerator or something. But yeah, the other stuff, the pickles. You made pearl onions and new potatoes with baby peas. Ooh, yeah, I've seen that before. Yes, in the frozen food section, they'll have bags of peas with pearl onions and stuff. Oh, nice. Um, Making bread, cabbage crowd turns nice pink too. Monica's doing well. She's recovering. Okay, good. Well, we'll keep praying for her recovery on that too. So, yes, Sandy, praying for the boy's family and praying for Alex. So, definitely. He was from Oregon, ended up drinking too much wine. uh, that's why he was a galloping gourmet, huh? That's why he was such a, it was like, oh, because he was, yeah, okay. Um, how sour do I like it? I haven't tried fermented stuff, and really kombucha is the only thing that I can really tolerate that's fermented. I have a hard time with other things. I mean, I should say I can do fermented cranberries and apples, um, a mix like that. But fermenting veggies, I just don't really care for the taste of it. And I know they're really good for me and everything, but um, I don't know. I'm not a super spicy food person, so that probably affects me in that way, I guess. So put it in a cream sauce. Those peas and baby potatoes and oh, okay. Because a friend of mine was asking me because I told her about these and what I did. She goes, "Well, how do you eat them? What do you eat them with?" And I'm like, "I'm not really sure, but yeah, with peas, excellent idea." And but I was thinking, like, what about like on pork chops, or like on a pork roast or something, or a tenderloin, pork tenderloin. I think I don't know. For some reason, these pickled onions with pork sounds better than with roast would be good too. I don't know if it would work so well with chicken, but tastes very different. A different sour, yeah. Galpa gourmet was usually a bit tipsy. I know, right? Oh, Sandy, you're so right. Absolutely. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've not tried fermented onions, so maybe I've used all my onions now. So, I have still my big ones. I guess I could actually do something with those. But, um, yeah, Patty, I don't know. That might be too. I just, it could be something like that. So, okay. Well, yay, Monique, we're together. Say hi to her for me too. Um, Creamed baby potatoes and peas. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're getting me hungry now. I just had taco salad for lunch, and I'm like, oh, all of a sudden mashed potatoes sound really good. And I have peas in the freezer too from growing them last year, so it would be good with chicken if the bird was well seasoned. Okay. Lacto fermented pickles on your soon to try mix. Aha, there you go. So, did you grow cucumbers then, Dave? You did, and did they do well? I just have not been able to get mine to do well at all. But I've been harvesting lots of beans, and like I said, I still have blossoms coming. Um, every 4 or 5 days, I'm out there picking a huge bowl full. So, they're, they're still coming. And I have one more pepper growing. I think it just got so hot last week. Peppers didn't like it quite that hot. All of my mint and basil has all bolted, so I need to cut that all back. I've just been a little bit distracted. So I wanted to quick tell you, and I know we're halfway through already. Oh, you're wondering about the ads. When I set up this live and everything, they've got all these um, new things that they're requiring us to fill out. And it's, because whenever we do a live and even loading up just a regular video, it's like if you're monetized, they want to know how you want your ads and all this other kind of stuff. Well, lives have generally, it's been pretty open about what, for ads. Basically it's like, okay, you can run them at the beginning and just then leave people alone, but now it's like, okay, how often do you want them to run? Do you want them to be here? They need to, you need to choose all of these different things, but they don't give you an option to say, I don't want ads run in the middle of my live. So it's like, so I chose the widest version of it. It was once every 30 minutes. And so in a couple minutes, you guys might get interrupted with ads. And I don't have a choice with it. They're just like running that. So I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, if you have to, let me know. The ads are coming and I will just wait for you guys to come back. So I figured halfway through that'd be okay too. So you're gonna dig horseradish soon. Ooh, it's an adventure. I've never grown horseradish. Your garden has been a bit of a mess this year. Oh, yeah, that's true. You have been cloudy, rainy, and you've got other life things going on too. So your mom made cream turkey and peas on toast. Yes, yes. You could get a gluten-free bread and do that. So you were gifted a few tomatoes this week. Oh, and a quart bag of very tasty red pear-shaped tomatoes. Gonna make some sauce. Nice. Oh, okay, good, Dave. Oh, and then yeah, a few of you others do that too. So that's good. Your channel pays for you to have no ads. Oh, okay. That's nice. Yeah, because I couldn't figure any way around it at all. So I might have to look at that. You dug your horseradish today. Everything around here is sort of cooked. The roots. Oh. I'm paying to play. Okay. Well, thank you guys. Hey, Eliza, how are you? Our flower girl. Okay. So I was telling you guys that I've got all of these projects going on and these different things. Well, one of the things that I contracted was from my brother, who's a cabinet maker. And so here in my office, I've had no storage space. And it's just been a constant, I've been here 28 years almost. And it's been a constant shuffle of trying to figure out how to use space, where to put things and everything. And, in an office, you've got office supplies, you've got all this, reams of paper, you've got all, and it's like trying to figure out where things go and shuffling them around. Well, last November, I talked to him and he finally was able to get it done and in, but I'll show you, it's not complete yet, but I have cabinets up here. So those are little tape tags because I need to get the knobs yet. I'd gotten some, but they didn't work. So anyway, sorry, that's my jar of pickles. onions that fell on the floor. Um, so anyway, yes, I have cabinets up there. And so now I get to reorganize my office here. And I'm so excited about it. Um, okay, here we go. Oh, at your order. Okay. Yes, it is a great asset, Dave. Absolutely. He he is going to be retiring this next year, hopefully. It's just it's hard physically, and doing that, but runway. It's ad time. You're back. Okay. So anyway, yes. So I am so excited. He just left at well, right now it's 6:30 my time. He just left at like 4:30. So 2 hours ago, and he had been here for all afternoon, and so we're putting that in and getting it all done. And so anyway, um, I have got all of my things in the living room in bins and different things. So I have my work cut out for me to put everything back, but I am very, very excited. There's movable shelves inside. So yeah, 3 sets of cabinets with movable shelves and everything, and he does a fine job. It's maple, the wood is maple. So anyway, beautiful job. He did great. I'm so excited. Um, yes, he does, Dave. He actually has somebody working with him, and somebody he's training in. So hopefully it'll be somebody who can pick up the skill and the vision. But my brother's he's an artisan, he just, and he's got such a talent for it and a vision. And I mean, the kitchens that he has done have been just amazing. I mean, more beautiful than you'd see in any magazine, truly. And um, just, I'm very, very happy to be able to have these here. So, yay, it's so good. Um, you like the no handle look. It is, but they're not the ones that you can like easily open. They don't have like a little ledge under there to open the doors, or clicking on them and then like click them open, click them shut, or anything like that. So just going to put knobs on them and make it really simple. So Sandy, my family's doing pretty well, thank you. Yeah, this last year has been a year of just kind of putting ourselves back together, really. And it's been nice to have this summer without any crisis. It's been really good. I've been able to get a lot more done. I mean, it's just like my list is so huge and so long, and it's like I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm running out of time for before winter here, but we'll see if I can get whatever I get done. I get done. It's like a whole lot more than nothing, right? So this was one of the big things on my project list, and so we'll get it going. The fact that I'm even being able to can this year has been so great, rather than just growing things, giving it away, and not canning anything. So I'm just like thrilled about that. So um, so many crabs are lost. You found. Oh, yep, yep. Hey Brenda, how are you? Your local catfish restaurant. Other gets bowls of pickled onions. Oh, okay. With fish. I'll have to remember that. So people just pretty much just eat them as they are then. So it's not like you have to like do anything with them. They're just that way. Retirement is a new career for you. You're busier. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yep, Dave, you're right. You're absolutely right. So It's, there've been some things that I've been coming across, and then all of a sudden I'll see some of my mom's handwriting or a picture of my dad and all my brothers, and it's like half of them gone. My dad and one brother, and it's like, those moments kind of hit you, the different things like that. There's a captain's supply ship for the oil. Well, another person to pray for, Curie. We hope that they all stay safe out there. So I had better, it's almost 20. I had better get to my subject matter here. Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling on about all kinds of things, but it's been a busy week. It's been really crazy. So we're doing a vitamin series. We've talked about vitamin A, C, and D. Now I'm going to do B12. There are a whole bunch of different B vitamins, and I'll get to some of the others and everything and tell you what the significance is of those and everything. But B12 is probably the most common one that we need. Caitlin, that's not fun. So yes, I will be praying for you on that. So B12 foods produce serotonin, which helps with our moods, just with our moods and our mental health and stuff. It's also a crucial nutrient for the brain's neurons. So B12 is very, very helpful. It also it helps to de-stress your body and different things. So if you're and anxiety and things. So if you have a lot of stress in your life, if you deal with anxiety and everything, I would recommend increasing your vitamin B12. You can go up to, I think they recommend like somewhere around 2,500, 24 or 2,500, what is it, milligrams or whatever, per day. So, and as I was studying this and everything, it was like, I've only been taking 1,000, and I was like, I should really increase that. So I have been, and at least this last week. So it's really made a difference too. And stress and anxiety it's hard on your heart. It can cause strokes, all that kind of stuff. So B12 is really an important vitamin. It's one of those really underrated type of things. And so, Dave, yeah, you need about 3,000. It's like, oh, hey, Deb, hi, how are you doing? Increase that. You have to get B12 shots after being a vegetarian for a year. Yes, and that is a big thing, because most of our highest B12 foods are in the meats and fishes, in our proteins. And so people who are vegetarians have a hard time keeping a B12 level. They have to take a lot of extra supplements and everything. The vegetables that you can grow that do have some B12 in them are spinach, beetroot, butternut squash, mushrooms, and potatoes. So, Kira, you can eat very healthy, but there are just some things that aren't in all of that. So, but you're not likely to receive enough B12 from plant-based sources. So, the fruit, apples are actually the highest of the fruits. They're the highest for B12. So an apple a day, right? So apples, oranges, blueberries, and bananas. Those are the 4 fruits that have B12 in them. Any type of dairy, milk, yogurt, and cheese actually has it. Some B12. So your meats and proteins. Yeah, so your meats and proteins. So fish. Really, the fish is your seafood is the highest in B12. It didn't really come out with anything with meat or beef or chicken or something like that. So sardines, tuna, rainbow trout. That's a good reason to go fishing, right? Sockeye salmon. All of those are loaded with B12. So you can get down with seafood. Yep. Sardines, tuna, rainbow trout, sockeye salmon. So those are really good. Clams. Here you go, Dave. Get out on the beach and go clamming, right? Clams are one of the highest sources of B12 ever around. So if you like clams, it's a good reason to to eat them. So, oh yeah. Um, Seafood and fish make, yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. The then eggs, especially with the yolk. Sorry, I'm trying to follow there's a lot of different conversations going here. So, clam chowder. Ooh, that's true. It keeps you going through the winter with some good old clam chowder. That'd be very good. But yes, eggs, not eating just egg whites, but making sure you have the yolk in them too. Um, so there you go. Now, um, so most vitamin B12 sources are animal products. Just choose lean meat, such as seafoods, lamb, chicken, does have some too. But they not only help decrease your risk of vitamin B12 deficiency, but they also provide you with protein, omega-3 fatty acids, niacin, zinc, and iron. So these do not increase cardiovascular risk factors, and they keep your energy levels high. So, so seafood, lamb, and chicken, yep, keep your energy level high. Now, some of the signs of B12 deficiency. Yeah. Oh, Sandy, I know. Wow, since you were 12, that's tough. I've got arthritis too, so I totally understand what you're going through. But so signs of deficiency for B12, a low birth weight. If you are deficient as a mom, then you're going to have small babies with low birth weight. As an adult or a grown person, fatigue, irritability. So, Dave, if you've been really irritable with that stress level, you need to get on the B12. Irritability, pale yellow tinge to your skin, a sore tongue, mouth ulcers. I wonder if canker sores, would that be considered a mouth ulcer too? Because I've known people who get them a lot. I've only had a couple in my life, and it's been years since I've had that. But mom had a huge baby, so she. Oh, good, Alicia. Oh, yes. Thank you so much for letting us know. Yeah, canker sores, but canker sores are different than cold sores. So, yeah, so I'm not sure. So mouth ulcer. B12 deficiency can also cause vision problems, which is interesting. So vision problems and memory loss. It can give you the pins and needles of, I don't know how to say this, paresthesia. And I don't know what that is, but I would imagine that's like almost kind of a neuropathy type of thing where your pins and needles of your hands and feet and stuff like that. So consume food dyes or ibuprofen. Wow. You have a very sensitive system, don't you, Kiri? Yeah. So certain foods cause them to flare. Dementia, paraesthesia is dementia. Well, memory loss. I don't know. I think memory loss and dementia are two different things, but loss of physical coordination, either speaking or walking. That would be a serious deficiency there. I mean, you could really tell. And then if you get some peripheral neuropathy, especially in your legs, now that would be, diabetes type of thing too. But it makes you wonder if B12 wouldn't be a really good, I don't want to say remedy, but a really good boost to your system against diabetes. I've been thinking about that this last week. And so that would be kind of really cool. Paresthesia is tingling or prickling sensation, is nerve related. Okay. You can't pig out on M&Ms without, oh. Yeah, I got to stay away from all those too. So anyway, those are the signs of deficiencies. And yes, anybody who's a vegetarian has to be very, very careful making sure that they are getting enough of these vitamins. Even if you take like a 1-a-day multiple vitamin type of thing, a lot of times those only have, they always sound like, oh, it's a complete daily substitute for 100% of this vitamin and that mineral and all that kind of stuff. Not necessarily. You have to really watch what's there, and I guess to know the levels that you're supposed to be at, what you should be taking, and what is there. Now if you are on a steady diet of seafood and clams and fish and different things like that, and you eat a lot of butternut squash. You wouldn't want to use the pale yellow tinge, though, to if you eat a lot of squash, you wouldn't want to go, oh, I'm deficient, let me eat more. Then you have that orange tinge that we talked about last week. But anyway, then apples, oranges, bananas. So really, you can get a really good, well-rounded diet with that, but then you still probably need to Deb, I don't know. It just said memory loss, and so that I'm not sure. Hormone levels definitely played a part. Okay. You heard the B12 was hard for the body to take up unless it was injected. Not sure if there was a. You're right. Right. What I read was that you can actually take over the recommended daily amounts, and it will just flush out of your system. It doesn't hold it in and keep building and building and building. It will take what it needs and then flush out the rest. So kind of like vitamin C does that too. And basically, I think it was you just pee it out. So it's like pretty easy. So it's where it's like, okay, if the recommended is 2,400 or 2.4 micrograms or something like that, the MCGs. So I'm just going to call it milligrams. It's 2,400. If that's recommended and I do 3,000 and I don't need all that 3,000, then my body will just get rid of it, but it will definitely keep everything it has. And I would rather have enough and allow my body to be doing what it's supposed to do and function the way it's supposed to be functioning. Um, you know, and then have that little extra that's just like, oh, we don't need this. Just get rid of it. But um, I don't want to be deficient in it. And I started studying this a week ago after I did vitamin A. So it was like, okay, B12. And so I've actually increased my B12 this last week, and I have noticed a difference, most definitely. And um, um, just I've got so much going on here, but I haven't felt as stressed, and everything. Like, I'm very prone to tachycardias, which is just like, getting your heart racing and stuff when under stress and stuff like that. So, it's that has really helped a lot, and that's one of the bigger things that I've noticed with that. And so we're going to see how this all shakes out. So we'll see yeah, yeah. Um, you must have a certain enzyme in your stomach to absorb certain need the shot. Metabolic mind. Okay. Love veggies and peanut M&Ms. So, um, thank you, Joy. Yeah. Yes, Deb. Yes. And so I have another category here of other of things you can have that thank you for bringing that up because I almost missed it. Of other sources of B12. And yes, nutritional yeast is high. If you're not familiar with that, that's um, it's like a yellow flaky thing. It's not a spice, it's not a flour, it's yeast flakes basically, or something. Anyway, it can add a cheesy flavor to different things. So if you can't do dairy, but you want mac and cheese or something, or if you want a cheesy flavor to something, you can get nutritional yeast. It's not that expensive, because you don't use that much at a time. But anyway, yes, so that can definitely add to things. Seaweed. So everybody just run out to your beach, get your seaweed, dry it, and munch on it. But yes, seaweed is very high in B12 too. Um, oh, yes, that's a good one, Patty. Putting on popcorn. Spaghetti? Good idea. Oh my goodness. Dave, a day at the beach getting your B12. Yes, it'll give you more relaxation than you could handle, I think. Yep. Who does the ACV nutritional yeast on the list of things they sell? Okay. I will have to try that sometime. Almonds are really good. Peanuts, and then nori. I am not familiar with nori, Nori. Does anybody know what nori is? So anyway, but yes, those are some of your sources for B12. And again, can help with so many different things for your body. So, but especially for stress, for anxiety, for different things like that. And it just helps with the serotonin, increases your brain's neurons. It just helps you think and function so much more better. So much better. Sorry. Um, oh, it's a type of seaweed. Okay. Thank you, Patty. Oh, Dave, you too. Enjoy. You guys all know what nori is. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is a long walk. That is, oh goodness. And sushi rolls. Okay. So if you want that tuna or that rainbow trout with your nori, go for it. I am not a sushi person, but if you are, there you are. Your first cousin lives. Okay. Your taste buds bristle. So they actually like go stand up. You give me a good visual there, Patty. Oh my goodness. Um, but anyway, so that is our vitamin for the day. And but anyway, I'm so thrilled with my cabinets and that I made pickled onions, little pearl onions. They're just so fun. Like I said, I got 6 jars total. So 5 of the white ones and one of the red. And I'm excited to try them. But I'm going to let them go for a couple weeks at least so that they pickle really well. But just it's always fun to can something new, something that you've never done before, and everything else. So yeah, it was so fun. Nori seaweed. Oh, you taste buds do. Oh, you must have had dinner before this because you're in rare form again, Patty. You're doing so good. All right, guys. Well, our hour is up already. It's been wonderful hanging out with you. I really appreciate that. And glad I was able to bring some fun things, some new things to you. You had Cheetos. You're just full of the junk food chemicals, right? Oh, I'll have to cook liver and onions. Ooh. Ooh, I wonder if these onions would taste good with liver better than regular onions. They might need the onion flavor to mask the liver. Do you do bacon with that too? Mm. All right, guys. Yes, time for dinner, everybody. Take care. God bless. Always have hope and have a wonderful week. You guys, liver doesn't taste good. I know. Yes, you guys all have a great holiday weekend. I'm planning on being here Monday night. But check the community page if you don't hear anything, and just in case I have to do something. So, all right, guys, have a great evening and a great week, and stay cool, stay safe, and stay blessed. All right. Good night.